Draymond Green will miss 0 games after the Warriors head coach Steve Kerr told the media that the team has decided not to suspend the 10-year veteran from an altercation with teammate Jordan Poole. Bob, thoughts?
Outside of I told you so, I just want to go with it makes a lot of sense. Like Coach Kerr literally called this the most difficult thing he's ever had to do as a head coach. It's managing not only egos like every NBA head coach has to do, but managing that of superstar level, championship level. I mean, the other day when we were talking about like how many people do you think Michael Jordan punched in the locker room? Like there's a different playing field here. And I think the way the Warriors handled it and went about it, I don't know. I saw that coming. There was no suspension, and it's just going to be a fine slap on the wrist.
Right or wrong call? It's your team.
It's the right call.
To not suspend him.
To not suspend him.
Justin.
Okay. It is weird because he got suspended for an argument on the sidelines for a game during the season. I think the only reason he's not suspended is because it's ring night kind of a situation. But I do think this led to them overpaying Jordan Poole a little bit. And so I think the decision here is they're going to be like, okay, you can play for ring night and get your ring. And I think quietly they're probably shopping Draymond outside of that, and that's why they paid Poole so much money, because their luxury tax next year is going to be ridiculous if they keep everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah. Do you think there's such thing as shopping quietly anymore, though?
Yeah, I think so.
It can still be done?
I think it happens all the time. I think the things that come out are the things that they want out there just for whatever reasons. I think every team has their different reasons for letting things get out, whether you're the team being proposed to or the team proposing the stuff. So I think there is shopping quietly still.
Trey, should they have suspended Draymond?
I don't think they should have. That video got leaked. It was at practice. It didn't happen in a game. Usually that, you don't want those things to get out to the public. They were actually looking into how that got out to the public. So, yeah, it did suck that it did get out and that those actions happened. But I don't think that he should have been suspended. I think the fine is good enough.
Which they did not disclose the amount of the fine.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. So to me, that says it's a lot.
Well, I think there's something under the CBA that you can only be fined by a certain amount, anyways. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot. It's not. It's probably not. It's probably more than a game check, I would say.
Can I note something too?
Yes, please.
Jordan Poole actually had a better year than Andrew Wiggins last year. He's better free throw shooter, averaged better, played more games, shot better percentage from the field.
I agree with
wanted
that.
to note that.
He had a better
you.
free throw percentage than Steph.
For sure.
He had the best free throw percentage in the league.
In the league.
Yeah.
Quick question.
Yeah.
I hear you're saying, though, but like, who played better
In the finals.
in the
When
finals?
it counted, Andrew Wiggins
And
did.
so that's
Andrew Wiggins
why you pay him. Who's the better defender? We know. You know what I mean? But I hear you.
for sure.
All right. Well,
Fair enough.
So good. I mean, yeah, I think they probably should have given him a game or two. Just take a couple weeks away. I don't know. I think the whole him volunteering to take some time away from the team is one thing. If the team had implemented it, it would be different. If they had said, you're gone. 2 weeks, you're done. I think they probably reached a mutual agreement of sorts. Hey, we're going to fine you. We're not going to get rid of you. And I also think this probably goes back on what I said last week about it. Jordan Poole must be fine with what happened. Like, he must have let bygones be bygones, shake his hands, wash his hands with this whole thing and move on, because if he was livid, like we were thinking he would have been, like, why, Justin, you said, why would I stick around if I'm just going to get punched in the face by this guy over again? If this isn't the first instance we've had, like Yvonne Looney said, he must be okay with it, because if he has that mentality, I feel like they would have gotten rid of him for at least a couple weeks. A few weeks, team said, you got to go. So
It's an insane amount of maturity coming from a young player like Jordan Poole.
Yeah.
Just to simply be like, let's move on.
And he has to prove himself. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's kind of like he's not in really a position where he's had one really good year.
Yeah.
So, like, where do you go? Yes, a team will pay him, but he wants to stay in Golden State.
Yeah.
Or with the Warriors, and they want to keep him too. So.
Yeah.
And this will be my last thing about it all.
Sorry.
Steve Kerr he had Jordan Poole playing 15 to 17, 18 minutes last season. He's expecting Jordan Poole to play 25, 30 minutes a game.
For sure.
Like, that's what now is the expectation with that amount of money attached to it. So